suppose the brakes work, yes. To Willows Lane. I'm using OS Maps route finder. Maps.me has seemed to have an update lately, and it won't follow any routes. I've discovered a new way of planning a route. I was doing it in OS Maps, and then you can upload it to Maps.me, and you can get it to follow the route. But there was an update recently and it doesn't work anymore. But then I remembered I've got OS Maps on the phone, so that's what I'm using now. So I'm trying that, so it's doing it, yeah. So this is the route I made it using OS Maps, and I'm following it using OS Maps, so it seems to work fine. I've got the low fuel light showing, so they could get fuel imminently. So I'm doing a bit of a detour. This morning we are going to Hagworthingham. JJ's Cafe in Hagworthingham. It's a BSA Bantam Club Meet, so I haven't seen them for a while, so that'll be nice. Right, left here. Remember to slow right down for left corners. There's not so much weight in the sidecar at the moment, so here. No public toilets. Wow, don't suppose so, no. Right, we've arrived. Well, we've arrived here anyway. Ah. That's what's flapping about. There's the... I always forget something. I forgot to put the... tie the tonneau cover down. Oh, nothing's blown out anyway, so because I wasn't going too fast. Right, I think I'm too close to the curb. Right, we need the key. Right, we'll have E10. Okay. Usually 11 litres 11:12, something like that. This runs on reserve just under 3 gallons, which leaves like 3/4 of a gallon or something. Yeah, 12, 13, 14. Wow, nearly 15. Okay. All right, we'll go with that. Ta-da. Oh. Right. What I was going to wear today, whether it's going to be hot or cold. It was quite warm yesterday, and it might be so again, so I had to revise my... Right, are you going to go now? Yeah, okay. Putting sand. Infamous A16. No, it isn't. It's 10:47. I'm supposed to be there at 11. Well, I mean, 11 onwards. That was nice. The railway line that goes to Skegness. Well, it's all right, the OS map. Because I like OS maps. The roads are drawn bold. So because I'm getting older, my eyesight I'm going long-sighted, and I'm finding it difficult to see things close up, even with glasses. But this OS Maps display is, say, quite bold. There's a bold blue, dark blue line, which is the route, and you can see what's coming up and which way to go. So I can't say fairer than that. There's no ambiguity because I have plotted the route beforehand, so I haven't got to think about it. I've just got to follow the blue line. Its course is set for bicycle because that is the only on-road bicycle on roads, because that's the only mode in the OS Maps program where it snaps to roads. So you go point A, then you click a point B, and it will snap to the whatever roads are available, or cycle tracks even. So that's what I've got to be careful of. If I'm doing it for motorcycle, you can't. That was all second gear. I could have really used. This is a B1184. Crossing Trader Bank. That was Trader Bank terrain. Yeah, it should be a reasonable day today. They keep threatening thunderstorms, but we'll see. The Met Office forecast says just showers later on today, but it's nice at the moment. It's warm enough but not too hot, just right in fact. And we are turn right here. I'm just thinking then, is there a speed limit on this road? Yes there is, it's 40. Well, it hasn't seized up yet, so the oil change I did yesterday must have been right. And there was no puddles underneath it this morning, so that's okay. It hasn't all leaked out. Part of the service was to inspect the air filter box to see if there's any oil in the bottom, and there was a weedy bit. I mean, really. One paper towel blotted it up, no problem at all. So, and I looked at the air filter, and it's dirty, but sunlight can shine through it, so that's good enough. I can't remember what the interval is. I think it's 30,000 miles or something. It's supposed to last. This is a Horncastle Road, the A1183, sorry, B1183. We're going to turn off at Resby Bridge and go through East Kirkby. There's a little while yet. We're coming up to Carrington. Usually there's a steam fair at Carrington in May, but there hasn't been any since COVID started, and I'm not sure there is this year. I thought there's supposed to be, but I don't know. anyway, it's running alright at the moment. I haven't ridden this for 6 months. I used to have ingrowing toenails last October. I had an operation to have me both big toenails removed. The recovery time was 2 months. It was the middle of October. The last checkup was end of December, just before the new year. The recovery time is quite long because part of the treatment includes killing the nail beds, and they do it with carbolic acid. So basically you've got an acid burn which takes a long time to heal up, and the problem is that the top surface is making new skin, which it was, but the underneath it hasn't finished yet, and there's a lot of discharge and watery fluid leaking out and stuff like that. Anyway, they gradually got itself sorted out, but that's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue was getting used to the sensation of touch where there wasn't before. It took me a long time to before I could start wearing shoes and boots again. Forget about driving or riding motorbikes, it's not going to happen. So this is the first time actually that I've driven any vehicle this year, and it's 6 months since the operation. I thought I'd get the car going before this, but no. That's the next thing to do, get the car going. The car needs, it's full of leaves. The engine bay needs hoovering out, get rid of all the leaves, and then see if that wants to start up. It's usually very good. So the car and the motor goods seat haven't been used for 6 months. So having did a service yesterday, I thought, we'll see if this will start up. I'll give it a run and get it warmed up, blow the cobwebs out. Literally, there's cobwebs all over it. It took 3 presses of the button to start it this morning. It seemed like it was only running on 1, but anyway, it's sorted itself out eventually. We've got fresh petrol in it, so it should be fine. Alright, coming up to New Bolingbroke. B1183 New Bolingbroke. And here's the Royal Oak, which is closed. 50 limit. Oh, yes, right. Junkton. It's an antique shop. Yes, they've got a website there. Interesting stuff they have sometimes. It's mostly like farming and stuff. A lot of it looks like junk, to be honest, but maybe worth a look in there one day. Alright, it's now 11 o'clock. Okay. Yes, of course, I didn't use this after October, so I didn't put the clocks back. So it's still on summertime. It's alright. Right, coming up to Revsby Bridge. This is where we turn off. This might be fun. It might be it's a very rough lane. It might be a bit wet. We'll see. I can't remember what it's called. charging at 14.8 volts. Here we go. So that's the bridge. So right, it's not that one, it's the next one. No, it's not even that one. It's this one. Yeah. Potholes haven't improved. Anyway, the gear changing feels okay. It's not rubbing the top of my left toe or anything like that. Oh, here goes the rough bit. Was it pheasant? Here we go. So that's just the thing about the Ordnance Survey map. The map stays oriented according to the compass, you know, north-south, which I like. I have no problem at all what I see to the map. Because maps it turns it around so that so the top of the screen is always the direction you're going in. That gets ever so confusing sometimes when I'm trying to see where it is relative to somewhere else that I know should be nearby, but of course I can't. I don't know what orientation it is. East Kirkby. This is where that Lancaster is, a bit further down the road. Yeah, okay, yeah, I like the older OS Maps route planner. It's small enough to get everything in, but it's bold enough to see properly, and it just works. Next, right. Here, in fact, that's it. keeping them down. Past 11. Oh, that's on the right there. It's another road to Old Bolingbroke. So just to the left here is a place called Ascarby, and it will eventually goes to Horncastle. It's all downhill. Well, we're not far off now. Literally just minutes away from our destination. Right, now that we've got the normally I would turn right, but we're not doing that. We go straight on. Yeah, up there. Not doing that. Whoa. we've arrived. Right, turn the phone off. Hello.